Dogs forgive easily, right? Well, not always. There are a few things they'll remember and hold a grudge over. In this video, we're diving deep into the canine psyche to uncover 7 things your dog will never forgive. You might be surprised by what science reveals about their emotional memory. We're talking about behaviors that can leave lasting impacts, based on studies from the American Veterinary Society and insights from canine psychology experts. Before we dive into the 7 things your dog will never forgive, make sure to like the video and subscribe, especially if your pup deserves all the love in the world. 1. Yelling at your dog. Imagine this. You're having a tough day, frustrations are high, and your furry friend chooses that exact moment to have an accident on the rug. It feels like the last straw, and you might be tempted to raise your voice. But trust me, that's the last thing you want to do. Yelling might seem like a quick fix, but it can have long-term negative effects. You see, dogs are incredibly intuitive creatures. They are always observing us, trying to understand our emotions and intentions. They pick up on our energy, our tone, and even the slightest shift in our body language. A raised voice can be very unsettling for them. When you yell, you're not effectively communicating. Instead, you're creating a barrier of fear and misunderstanding. You're simply instilling fear and anxiety. This fear can manifest in various ways, from cowering to more severe stress behaviors. Think of it from their perspective. 1 minute, everything's calm and relaxed. The next, they're met with a booming voice and a wave of negative energy. It's a sudden and confusing shift for them. This abrupt change can be very distressing. It's confusing, it's scary, and it can severely damage the bond you've worked so hard to build. Studies have shown that dogs exposed to yelling and harsh verbal reprimands are more likely to display signs of stress and anxiety, such as cowering, submissive urination, and even aggression. They might not understand the words you're saying, but they understand the emotions behind them. This emotional impact can be long-lasting. Instead of resorting to yelling, focus on clear, consistent communication. Use a firm but calm voice, and remember, positive reinforcement goes a long way. A gentle pat, a kind word, or even a small treat can work wonders in shaping their behavior. Building a positive relationship with your dog is key to effective training. So next time you feel the urge to yell, take a deep breath and choose a more constructive approach. Your dog will thank you for it, and you'll both be happier in the long run. Remember, patience and kindness are the foundations of a strong, loving bond with your furry friend. 2. Ignoring your dog. We all lead busy lives, juggling work, family, and social commitments. Our schedules are often packed, leaving us with little time to relax or unwind. But amidst the chaos, it's crucial to remember that our dogs thrive on attention and affection. They rely on us for their emotional and physical well-being. Ignoring them, whether intentionally or unintentionally, can be just as damaging as yelling. The lack of interaction can lead to a host of emotional issues. Dogs are social animals, hardwired to crave connection and interaction. They need to feel a part of the family unit. They see us as their pack, their family, and being ignored can trigger feelings of loneliness, insecurity, and even abandonment. This emotional distress can manifest in various ways. Imagine being completely dependent on someone for your well-being, only to be met with silence and indifference. It's a heartbreaking scenario. It's heartbreaking, and sadly, it's a reality for many dogs. They suffer in silence, hoping for a moment of your time. Studies have shown that dogs who are consistently ignored are more prone to developing behavioral problems, such as excessive barking, destructive chewing, and even aggression. These behaviors are cries for help. They're simply trying to cope with the emotional turmoil of feeling invisible and insignificant. Their actions are a reflection of their inner distress. So, the next time your furry friend nudges you for attention, resist the urge to brush them off. Acknowledge their need for connection. Even a few minutes of quality time, whether it's a belly rub, a game of fetch, or a simple cuddle on the couch, can make all the difference in their world. These moments are precious to them. Remember, they're not asking for much, just a little bit of your time and love. Your attention means the world to them. 3. Punishing your dog harshly. We've all been there. You come home to find your favorite pair of shoes chewed to shreds or a puddle of pee right in the middle of the living room. It's frustrating, it's infuriating, and it's tempting to unleash your anger on the culprit. But trust me, harsh punishment is never the answer. It might feel like a quick fix, but it only creates more problems in the long run. Dogs live in the moment. They don't understand the concept of punishment for past actions. All they understand is that you're angry, you're upset, and they're the target of your frustration. Physical punishment, such as hitting, kicking, or using shock collars, is not only cruel, but also counterproductive. It doesn't teach them what they did wrong. It instills fear, breaks down trust, and can lead to aggression and other behavioral problems. Your dog might become fearful or even aggressive. Instead of resorting to harsh measures, focus on positive reinforcement and redirection. These methods are far more effective. Catch them doing something good and reward them with praise, treats, or a favorite toy. Positive reinforcement helps them understand what behavior is expected. If they're engaging in destructive behavior, calmly redirect their attention to something more appropriate. This teaches them what they should be doing instead. Remember, dogs are incredibly forgiving creatures, but they're also incredibly sensitive. They pick up on your emotions and react accordingly. Harsh punishment can leave lasting emotional scars, damaging the bond you share. Choose kindness, choose understanding, and choose to guide them with love and patience. Your relationship with your dog will be stronger for it. 4. Taking away your dog's toys. We all love spoiling our furry companions with toys, from squeaky plushies to durable chew bones. But did you know that abruptly taking away their beloved possessions can trigger feelings of possessiveness and anxiety? Imagine this. You're engrossed in a captivating book, completely lost in another world, when suddenly someone snatches it away without warning. You'd be pretty upset, right? Well, the same principle applies to our canine companions. Dogs develop strong attachments to their toys, especially those with interesting textures, smells, and sounds. These toys provide comfort, entertainment, and a sense of security. When we take them away without warning or explanation, it can be confusing and frustrating for them. Instead of confiscating their treasures, teach them the art of sharing and trading. Offer them a different toy in exchange for the one they're currently enjoying. This way, they learn that giving up something doesn't necessarily mean losing it forever. Remember, it's all about building positive associations and making them feel safe and secure. 5. Leaving your dog alone for too long. We all crave our independence, but for our canine companions, being left alone for extended periods can be a truly distressing experience. Dogs are social creatures, hardwired to thrive in the company of their pack. When they're left alone for hours on end, they can experience a range of negative emotions, from boredom and frustration to separation anxiety and even depression. Imagine being confined to an empty house with nothing but your thoughts and anxieties to keep you company. It's enough to drive anyone stir-crazy. If you know you'll be away for an extended period, consider enlisting the help of a trusted dog walker or pet sitter. They can provide companionship, mental stimulation, and of course those much-needed potty breaks. And when you do return home, make sure to shower them with love, attention, and maybe even a special treat or two. They deserve it. Remember, a little bit of planning and effort can go a long way in ensuring your furry friend feels loved, supported, and never truly alone. 6. Not feeding your dog on time. We all have our routines, and for our canine companions, mealtime is often the highlight of their day. Just like us, dogs thrive on consistency, and that includes a regular feeding schedule. When we delay their meals or skip them altogether, it disrupts their internal clock and can lead to frustration, anxiety, and even aggression. Imagine feeling the pangs of hunger, knowing your next meal is long overdue. You'd probably get a little grumpy too. Establish a consistent feeding schedule and stick to it as closely as possible. Whether it's twice a day, once a day, or even more frequent feedings for puppies, make sure they know when to expect their next meal. And if you do have to adjust their feeding time, do so gradually to avoid any digestive upset. Remember, a well-fed dog is a happy dog, and a happy dog makes for a happy home. 7. Not giving your dog enough exercise. Just like us, dogs need regular exercise to stay physically and mentally stimulated. Dogs are naturally active creatures, bred for centuries to work alongside humans. When we deprive them of the opportunity to run, play, and explore, we're not only compromising their physical health but also their mental well-being. Imagine being cooped up all day with no outlet for your energy or pent-up frustration. You'd probably go a little stir-crazy, wouldn't you? Make it a priority to provide your furry friend with daily exercise, whether it's a brisk walk in the park, a game of fetch in the backyard, or even a fun-filled session at the dog park. Not only will it keep them physically fit, but it will also tire them out mentally, reducing the likelihood of destructive behavior and anxiety. Remember, a tired dog is a well-behaved dog, and a well-behaved dog is a joy to be around. So there you have it. 7 things your dog will never forgive. From yelling and harsh punishments to ignoring their need for attention and exercise, these behaviors can have a lasting impact on their emotional well-being. Remember, dogs are incredibly forgiving creatures, but they also have long memories, especially when it comes to negative experiences. By understanding their perspective and responding to their needs with love, patience, and consistency, we can build unbreakable bonds based on trust, respect, and mutual understanding. Now that you know what not to do, how about learning what makes dogs love you even more? Click here to check out the 10 most surprising things that make your dog adore you. You might be doing #7 every day without even realizing it, and your pup loves you for it.